Hi guys, happy Valentine's Day. I'm back out enjoying the weather. It's about 81 degrees, so it's a little bit warm, but in the shade it's not that bad. And I figured I would take a week off of the whiteboard because I did get some requests to see the dogs again, and unfortunately we don't see them when I have the whiteboard. So back out on the patio today. Zoe was just there. I'm sure they'll be running around at some point. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and coming to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm Caitlin McKegg. I am a real estate broker here in Phoenix, Arizona, and every Monday I give a market update on what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market. I also post new videos on Fridays all about Phoenix real estate, so make sure to subscribe so you can watch all of those as they come up. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. Appreciate you watching these videos every week. All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the market, because last week I said, is there a cooling trend happening? And the CMI did go down. So I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. But first wanted to talk about vacancy, because vacancy plays a huge role in us determining the health of our market. If there are a lot of vacant homes, obviously values are going to go down because there isn't that demand for housing, and that's not the situation that we're in right now. So to give you some statistics, right now our vacancy rate is around 5.6%, and in 2006 and 2007, our vacancy rate was around, actually over 10%. So it's a pretty big difference on where we're at today versus where we were at then, and that was also a different problem than what we have today. So it's pretty staggering when you kind of realize that our vacancy rates were double in 2006 and 7 than they are today. So vacancy is not a problem. It's not an indication that we're seeing right now of any potential issues in our market. And therefore, all of the permits and the building that we're doing currently is much needed because we still don't have the homes that we need for the demand. So although our permits are skyrocketing and the number of permits that are being pulled every quarter is pretty high, although Q4 was down, it's because they're needed. It's because we need more homes in the Phoenix area. Last year in 2021, we had a net increase of our population of 98,000 people. So that's net new migration to Phoenix, 98,000 people. That's huge. And if you remember last year when we started the year, we still didn't have enough homes for people at that point in time. Now we're 98,000 people larger. So we need these permits, we need this building. And I've gotten a lot of questions, and I know people get concerned when they hear about how much building we're doing, but the fact of the matter is our vacancy rate is more than half of where we were at in 2006 and 7, and also our number of permits, we can really only go up from here because we're so constrained with our supply, and we are not even close to building the amount of homes that we need to for our population. So just wanted to touch on those things. I have a couple other things I wanted to share with you guys. We are currently still setting the record for the lowest number of homes, new listings coming on the market since 2001. So yay to Phoenix, still setting that record. I said that January was the lowest number of new listings that we started out with in any year, going back to 2001, and today we are still setting that record with the number of new listings coming to the market is the lowest amount since 2001. So supply really is our issue. That being said though, the CMI went down over the last week. And if you're not familiar with what the CMI is, I'll give you a quick explanation. All this information that I share is from the Cromford report, and they analyze all the data in the MLS on a daily basis and provide all of this information to their subscribers who are realtors to then share with their clients. So I come on this channel and talk about this every Monday, and the CMI is their index that helps us understand supply and demand factors in the market. And so any number above 110 means that we're in a seller's market, and any number below 90 means that we're in a buyer's market. And around that 100 mark means that we're in balance. And so this week we're at 470. Last week we were at 474. So we went down, but you're not going to notice anything. I hate to tell you, if you're out there trying to buy a house right now, This does not change your ability to get into a house. That 4 little points is not going to change. But it is something that we need to watch because we may start to see a downward trend. And what happened was our demand went down. So our demand is around 118 this week, 118.5. And last week, I think it was 121 or 120. So that means that we're still 18% above normal for demand, but we've gone down a little bit. Interest rates, that might be one of the reasons. Those things have skyrocketed over the last couple weeks, and that may have deterred some buyers from getting into the market. Either way, demand started to drop, and our supply is still dropping, still low, but it dropped just slightly slower than it did in the last month. So I think it only dropped by 2 points instead of 4 points over the last 30 days. So if you combine the fact that our supply didn't drop quite as much and our demand did, you know, that's going to bring down that overall index. So again, nothing to be too excited about. We'll watch it and see if it continues to go down, but it is one of the first times it's moved downward since the beginning of the year, because starting in January, we were just shooting up and I was thinking there was, you know, no going back. So we'll see what happens, but that's where we stand today. If you have any questions about this information, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. There's also a link where you can set up a time to chat with me, so feel free to use that. And if there's anything that I can do to help you buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you can always reach out to me. So check out that information. You can also use my MLS link below to search for homes in the Phoenix area, or get your instant home valuation. There's a link for that as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys coming back every Monday. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I'll be back on Friday. Thanks, guys.